ever get are just hard times and dark nights. All I ever get are just hard times and dark nights. It's been hard. It's been hard to breathe with the weight of the world. All I ever get are just hard times and dark nights. All I ever get are just hard times and dark nights. I'll never give up. I'll never give out. I'll never give up. I'll never give in. I'll never give up. I'll never give out. I'll never give up. I'll never give in. I'll never give up. I'll never give out. I'll never give up. I'll never give in. I'll never give up. I'll never give out. I'll never give up. I'll never give in.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sharpshooters. We are back in our original spots and we are your hosts, Matt, Danny, and Juicebox. And tonight is going to be one hell of a night with the return of CM Punk. We're going to talk about Survivor Series. We're going to talk about AEW. We have Raw on right now to see what happens. But if there's no Punk, we're not really going to talk about Raw because Raw usually sucks. So, moving on, we have our trivia question to start off our night. Before we do any hot takes, before we do any breaking news, we are doing our trivia question. Gentlemen.
Is the trivia question, why hasn't Juice changed his seat yet and it's just been me and you swapping?
I like where I am. I'm in a good place in life.
The numbers have come back, and Juice is the highest rated man in this show. So his seat position has to stay as is. Whoa. No.
Hi.
Oh. All right, well, I think you might have to readjust now. What is... We good?
Trivia.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good?
Yeah, good.
All right. So, trivia question. Did not get me this time. Of all WWE history, dark matches, pay-per-views, Raw, SmackDown, whatever else you can think of, what wrestler has wrestled the most matches in WWE history? You know the wrestler, not like an old school weirdo or anything like that.
I know it.
And I'll give you a hint, popular wrestler.
I know it.
Ooh, all right. That was a confident I know it.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, I know it.
So, most matches all time.
All-time dark matches,
Everywhere.
live events, pay-per-views, Raw, SmackDown, televised, non-televised, any recorded WWE match.
I'll give my answer.
Yeah.
And then he could give you the correct answer after. My answer is Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
It's Cheer Squad and all that nonsense.
So I think I know the answer. I do have a backup, but I'm gonna go with my answer.
All right.
My answer is John Cena.
Interesting.
My backup was Natalia.
Interesting. All three answers on the top 15 or top 10 list. Number one is
The Miz.
the Big Red Machine Kane.
Oh.
Like 1,300 matches.
Nah, that can't be true.
100%. I double checked it.
It's not true.
Oh my God, it's CM Punk.
Not
Call,
true.
CM Punk.
Ah!
Nah, I'm calling Cap. That's Cap.
You're gonna get
That's Cap. That means lie.
Wow. I triple checked it and 100% because I didn't believe it either because I really thought it was Dolph Ziggler
Makes sense.
actually.
He had a very long career.
But no, he had a very long career and a lot of live events.
Because
and...
you also have to think before Kane, they're probably counting Isaac Yankem. They're probably counting Fake Diesel. They're probably counting anything else he's done.
Just juice box is
There's
not
no
happening.
way. There's no way. I'm investigating this later.
Please do. And when you come back with correct answers, I will be happy to say I told you so.
Nice trivia question.
Thanks, man.
It was okay.
Wow. Rude.
We'll see.
All right.
Your guess was John Cena, who wrestles once a month.
Now, these days, how many times do they probably every time they churn Cena out there every week to wrestle a dark match to send the crowd home happy. He was on all the time.
I guess John Cena, and if not, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Logan Paul.
Roman Reigns.
Logan Paul, without a doubt.
Man. Oh, producer, I'm sorry. I forgot to write the Say Something Nice segment on there
Yeah, so
after AEW, just so you know.
you can make up a name.
No, because
I can't. There's great
That's all to
placement
do.
of the board.
well, it's not for you, it's for him, apparently. So, with that being said, once again, we have Raw on right now. Mike Cole and Wade Barrett are apparently talking. I thought there were other commentators. Again, doesn't matter. They are airing CM Punk tonight, which means he is not starting off the show. Oh, I don't think you can show it.
No.
I think that's
It's
straight.
okay.
I think
Look,
it's
it's
straight.
him!
Okay, straight.
Highly
So it seems like CM Punk will not be starting off the show. If, it goes by for a while and no CM Punk, we're just going to probably turn off. The whole point of the watch along was for CM Punk.
He's closing
But
the show.
that doesn't mean that we are not going to start our show off with CM Punk as promised, because Survivor Series was wild, and that ending really did get me, because once they put the trademark off, I was about to turn off my Peacock, and then I heard Best in the World, and it was crazy. Starting on the show with Randy Orton, like Juicebox called. Great job.
That wasn't Cap.
No cap.
So, how did you guys... My mouth literally, by the way, was dropped. Like, I was watching with my friend, and once the music hit, I was just like... I'm like, he's really here. All right, it's actually happening now. Haircut wasn't bad either. Good little haircut. Just saying. You gotta say things like that. Change the appearance. You gotta know.
Yeah, so Survivor Series was probably one of the better pay-per-views that I ever saw.
Debatable. The two War Games matches were great, and everything in between was...
Wait a minute. He didn't watch.
I know. That's what he said.
Wait.
So I
Hold on.
found out from text messages after it happened. The first text message I got was from our friend of the program, Mr. Mike Duffy.
Friend of the show.
Mr. Kane said
Oh,
his text to me was, well, AEW's dead, and I'm like, what could this mean? And so then I went to the internet and saw he is back trending, and I'm like, who could that be?
Randy Orton.
And he was part of the trending,
Of course.
but it turned out when he dug deeper, it was, in fact, CM Punk returning. Going about CM Punk, though, I had some notes that I wanted to say, but I don't know. Should we go to Juice first, or?
Well, you know what? Really quick, before we get into the CM Punk talk, let me just let everyone know how the Survivor Series card laid out for us. For the first time, I think ever, we all picked the same predictions for each match. I changed my women's pick to Damage Control, and I believe
Great change.
Matt changed his pick to the men's pick to the Super Team, and then we all went 4-1. So overall records, I'm 64-17, Juicebox 58-23, and Matt 42-39. So Matt's on the trend up, way above 500 now. You did back down. All right. With that being said, back to CM Punk talk, gentlemen. Go ahead, take it away.
Okay, so I find it funny that all the people online that were trashing CM Punk, suddenly he's the savior. I thought that was really funny to me. But,
Always how it goes.
Whatever. I will say, I don't think Punk's return to WWE happens without AEW. I think him coming to AEW got him in that itch again, and then the way it ended in AEW, he didn't want to end it that way. WWE, very logical. So good for wrestling. I think this is a great thing.
So I wore my AEW CM Punk shirt.
Is that
Supporting
AEW?
both.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
Where is it? Right there.
The pop was huge in Chicago, but I am curious to see how it is the rest of the country, because even when AEW was getting a little wherever he went, I feel like maybe that's just my perception of it, but of course in Chicago you're gonna get that reaction.
Yeah.
You probably would have gotten that reaction everywhere just because it was such a crazy surprise, but
No, Chicago specifically, I think like that's why they did it in Chicago.
which makes sense. I get it. So I guess this is confirming that Shinsuke was calling him out, or not really?
I don't know.
We haven't gotten that far yet. We'll
I
find out
mean,
tonight.
I hope so, but you would think that like they would have played some way that into the pay-per-view at least, but even being given Shinsuke like some kind of promo on the pay-per-view, and then like Shinsuke didn't appear at all.
Yeah. Another note I had was just people are really forgetting that Will Ospreay did sign with AEW, and I think that's a great signing.
I was about to say, I was going to say
Great
that.
signing still.
Honestly, I was waiting for you guys to see what you guys were going to say, but like, I don't understand how AEW is dead in the water when AEW just made probably the best like future signing.
You can
with Will
sign
Ospreay.
Jordan as prime or LeBron at 40. Like,
That's exactly where
what
we're
would
at.
you rather have? Obviously, LeBron would sell more, I guess, immediately. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
LeBron's
maybe
going to do
that's
great now, but you know, 10 years from now, Will Ospreay is going to be literally probably the face of wrestling.
And then two things. I saw a lot of things online showing the wrestlers. Did they know? Did they not know? Drew McIntyre wrecked the backstage.
Supposedly walked out.
But he walked out before CM Punk came out. So I think that one is a work. But Seth Rollins was looking extra edgy. I don't know if that's a work or not.
Seth was looking mad.
Like,
and like
being held back by Michael Cole, flipping the double bird.
in all due respect to Seth, he's not that good of an actor. Seth was looking mad.
I bring that up because I think it's interesting that CM Punk could just find himself in the same situation that he was with AEW if it wasn't a work by Seth. Because Seth is Papa H's boy, and maybe CM Punk bites Seth Rollins in the arm.
See,
He's holding back.
so it's two-sided with that, because I agree with you in that sense, but like, because Seth Rollins has gone on record to me like he doesn't like Punk.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like Roman Reigns is on record, he doesn't like Punk.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to work with him.
But if they
But
work together,
it's
It'll be a
WWE.
great
It doesn't
show, yeah.
matter. It's not AEW where like they have a say. If Triple H is like, our first program is Seth Rollins and CM Punk, the first program is Seth Rollins and CM Punk, and it's gonna be professional shit because it's WWE.
yeah.
So that's where the difference is, admittedly, with AEW and WWE, that Tony Khan doesn't have that control where they can just be like, shut the fuck up, work together, and let's make money. You know, they have backstage fights like children, so that's the difference. Granted, CM Punk was a child in that well with them, but
They all were.
that's what I'm saying. It was the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere that's there. This is gonna be a completely different atmosphere.
And then my last point before we go to what everyone's tuned in for, because everyone wants to know what Juice wants to say, but
The whole world.
the whole world. We got fans from Slovakia or whatever.
Yeah.
What up, Latvia?
Peru. What up? My Peruvians, where you at? Nigerians.
My only issue, my main issue, I think this is a great thing overall. Like, I'm nitpicking with my call outs, but this one call out,
Pick it.
you're gonna have two things come out of this, or one of two things is gonna happen from this. Either Punk is gonna become what made him leave as the part timer
That's what
that
I think.
steals the WrestleMania main
That's what
event,
I think.
or he goes through all this shit and still cannot get the WrestleMania main event.
I do not see a world where Punk just signed this contract and somewhere in that contract is not a guaranteed last match WrestleMania main event for the championship this year or next. And I don't think he's going to wait till next year. I really hope it's not Roman.
I feel like it'll be Seth.
But I truly, I told you it was going to be Judgment Day. Sorry, Judgment Day just joined Randy Orton out there. Great. I really hope it's Seth. You know, if he's going to do a championship, but I'm nervous that
I mean, if it was
he
me,
literally just kicked Cody out of the main event of WrestleMania.
I mean, if it was
And
me,
that's going to be fucking awful. I'll be really mad.
I'd probably book the WrestleMania main event to be CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio. #1 podcast. Okay.
Well, he'll be back from his injury by then, so
Exactly.
yeah, he'll be back
Exactly.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Those are my thoughts. I'd like to go to the punk expert now.
How's Phil Brooks doing?
Eh. No, so here's the deal. On September 2nd, 2023, I left professional wrestling.
That's true.
And on November 25th, 2023, I'm back, baby.
Wow.
CM Punk listened and came home. Papa H got it done. Got my boy back, the best in the world at what he does.
He's got his WWE hat on.
He's back, baby. WWE came home where he belonged the whole time.
Best promotion. WWE.
No notes.
Hands down.
No notes. No, I honestly I felt nothing. I really didn't.
And that is true because his text to me wasn't like holy shit, blah blah blah. It was just
Like
wow.
I was so,
And not even like caps.
and I'm not going to be dramatic and be like, "Oh, I was empty or whatever." But like that's how it felt though. Like that like I really like it wasn't that special.
It felt like deja vu. Too.
Because you know what, the whole
It's happened 3 times in the last year.
No, not even that. It's bittersweet because like when the AEW one happened, like it was like a return, like
That
7
was
years.
amazing.
And I rewatched that segment before I came here, by the way, just to like get that before seeing whatever happens tonight. And like it's sad.
May I pause you for a
Yeah.
second? What are the odds that tonight he says 8 years out of wrestling?
It never happened. 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm back. Oh God. Oh man.
2-1.
Yeah, I'll take those odds.
Oh boy.
It just, like it sucks. The whole thing sucks. Like I'm happy that he's back and that he's back on TV in some way and get to see him do his thing again. And I just, after everything that happened with him, like in WWE, like the guy got fired while injured, got his termination papers on his wedding day.
Yeah.
Like was sick to his stomach where it made him leave the business for 7 years.
Yeah, Gangrel, I got kicked out.
Yeah, Gangrel, he got pushed back. He got pushed
We
out.
need the face back in the center, baby.
So like I was saying, it's just all right. Let me get my train of thought back here.
Sorry.
Gangrel
No, it's
just
okay. No, it's all
fucked
good.
shit up.
It's all good, Gangrel. I'm happy you're chilling. We'll get to you later though. I got a note about you. Good.
Wait,
Note. I think it would be better with Danny behind the curtain. Ooh, like a Wizard of Oz kind of
let's
thing.
find out here.
Well, maybe.
Nah, we'll try
Alright.
next week.
He needs to put on more tape before he can move back there.
Gotta get full range of motion in the arm. It's just like it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, and also the biggest part is, when the first Saudi show comes. I'm assuming he's gonna be on Saudi Arabia shows. It's hard. It sucks because like he was super against it. He has his maybe he won't be on the shows, but after Owens and Zayn were for years not on him, and all of a sudden now they're going, he's gonna end up on him, and it just fucking sucks. I mean, this you can't help but see him come off as a hypocrite here. Like he is.
It's all about the money.
It's not though. So here's the thing. It's not about the money. In my opinion, this is fully.
Saudi's gonna be
It's
about the
fully
money.
fucking-
Saudi's
no,
not about.
Yeah, if he has to go, he has to go. Like if they make him a champion, he's got to go.
Does he have to go though? I mean,
Right.
people in the past haven't gone.
Yeah, but everyone's basically gone eventually.
No,
Sold
his-
out or
his
whatever.
return to. I hear you saying his return to WWE is not about the money. It's more about.
It's
No,
not.
no.
It's-
That was
Yeah.
that was about being like sticking to AEW. I
He
100%
wouldn't.
agree
And
with.
here's the thing: everyone gets mad about him, like going there. Like he didn't leave and choose to go.
Agreed.
He got fired. He got pushed out. And
I think he did the right thing.
if he just sits home with his thumb up his ass, then that's it. He just fades away into wrestling and
this is what I
becomes
don't
known
understand.
for the brawl out.
What are you upset about? Like, there's nothing to be upset about. He's back in wrestling. Who cares what company he's back in?
Well,
he's back in wrestling. He's back in our on our TV
Well,
screens.
it's hard.
It's gonna be great again. Whatever. AEW didn't pan out the way it was supposed to. Fine. He's still gonna do great in WWE. Like, I understand the circumstances around it, but like everyone's saying like this is terrible. This is terrible. It's not terrible. CM Punk is exactly what you guys wanted 7 months ago. He's back in a ring. Unfortunately, just maybe not the ring you wanted. I don't know.
I don't think it's terrible. I mean,
I don't think you do.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying
yeah.
other people will complain about it.
Selfishly, as a fan, I'm hyped. I'm excited. He's back.
Excited.
And just I want to see him do matches with Nakamura. I want to see the Rollins. I want to see him go after like the people he has touched in, like throughout his career in some way, and he can work with them here. But it's just after everything that I went through, it's hard. It's just funny to like compare it, but you think of like a relationship and an ex, and it's like going back to it, and you see the old things, and it's like, okay, it's good now, but like you kind of said, like 6 months from now, who knows how it's gonna go? I mean, again, and I still stand by it. Like you look at the whole story of Punk and AEW, he never instigated it like to begin with. Mm-hmm. Everything was in retaliation. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. He's stubborn to a fault where he's gonna like. Mm-hmm. Come back at you and look like an asshole, but he's only doing what he's doing because the thing with Cole, and then the thing with Paige, and the thing with the Bucks, and like it kept going, and then Jack Perry, so everything adds up, and he just fucking whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that to an extent. There were instances where he did instigate. It's not like he was totally innocent in the roles. Also, when he's going to the press conference before anyone else and calling them out, in the press conference.
Yeah, but
what do you expect to happen as a result? And granted, that might have been a response, but they didn't do that at the press conference on the cameras or whatever. He could respond the same way they responded.
The thing with him was that at that point he went to earlier than that, like between the Page promo and that conference, he went to management and Tony.
Oh no,
and said, "This is what we got to do to change things." He saw nothing was getting changed, so he said, "Fuck it. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to take it into my own hands."
But you can't say that that's also like him being innocent. That's him still doing it in a way that is going to cause a situation.
I disagree. If I'm in that situation, and no, I do. If I'm in that situation and I'm not being heard and shit's not getting changed, take it in my own hands then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what do you expect to happen when you literally tell them, if you have a problem, come meet me?
Yeah, but that's fine. But he's not the victim.
I'm not saying he's the victim, but you're all saying he's innocent. He's not innocent in every situation. He played his own role in it.
I don't really.
When at the same time, when it's repeatedly the same person over and over in the problem, you can't just say, "Oh, it's not that person." That person has a role in the problem.
Yeah, but it's easy when everyone's ganging up on him. Like they're literally they're all going to the fucking dirt sheets and going doing shit. What?
I don't think I'm saying the way you're acting like he's totally innocent is a joke. He's a grown man making his own decisions. He's saying things. He's also threatening violence on people. We can't just pretend that he's just like, oh, like, woe is me, I'm poor little CM Punk. He's an asshole to people backstage. He's known for that. You can't expect him just to be like, oh, let's be nice, let's play nice. I'm gonna play. He's not gonna play nice.
For as many people that don't like him, there are just as many that do.
Of course,
that's with anybody.
Of course.
So,
but I would argue that there are more people that don't like him very publicly with this stuff because not everyone's getting as many complaints and people are actively going at them socially. Like, fine, we're talking about AEW getting up on him. What about these guys in WWE that don't like him?
I think it's a work.
It's a separate thing.
I think it's all work. I don't think any of it's legit.
So,
and if it's legit,
but I'm
they're
saying
also being childish.
But all this before, I'm not talking about Survivor Series. I'm talking about when they came out after he was fired, after he left, and they said how much they don't like him and they don't want to work with him and stuff. That's not a work. That's what they said after when he was on the company.
And that's fine. If they don't like him, it's fine. But again, if push comes to shove, you do business.
Of course, and I said before, WWE, whoever's in there, they're gonna do business with him. But I'm saying it's not. It's you're saying that AEW was getting up with him. I'm taking AEW out of the situation. There are guys in WWE that actively don't like him because of the way he is backstage and his attitude and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. CM Punk is part of the problem of the problems for CM Punk.
Yeah, well, he's his own person, and he's going to get in the way of himself. I'm not saying he's completely innocent. He's a fucking asshole in his ways. He does this shit. I know how he is as a person, but he doesn't deserve the amount of hate he gets. He doesn't. I stand by that. I don't think he deserves to get the amount of shit he gets.
I can see that.
Are you
Wait,
saying-
by fans or by wrestlers?
Everybody, listen. If you don't want to like him, you don't want to like him. But more for wrestlers, you got to be professional. Do your shit. That's it. That's all it comes down to at the end of the day for me. I mean, how many times have wrestlers Brett and Shawn hate each other? Punk and Triple H even just fucking talked and like had an hour conversation to like agree to make this work and come back, doing business. So, and to go to your WrestleMania point, there's 2 nights of WrestleMania now, so he has twice the odds of getting a match. And I really do think it's going to be Cody. And I think Punk's winning the Rumble. I think it's Punk and Rollins and Cody and Roman.
Which
on
is
one
fine.
night too. And
As
I think
long as
Cody.
it's not
And I think
Punk
Cody
and Roman.
No, absolutely not.
I think
It's going to be that's the match now. Punk and Rollins. I think Rollins and Punk are going to be one, and Cody and Roman are the other one.
Will that suffice his main event thirst?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, main events don't matter anymore now. There's 2 nights. The night 2 main event's the only true main event in my opinion.
And yeah, that might be his opinion too.
Yeah. Well, he'll get his WWE win, I guess, in that sense. And it's not like they didn't use him well in his first run. They did. I mean, he was fucking dominant. They used him really well, more than I thought they would. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Overall, I'm not really happy about it. I guess I'm
don't-
back and forth. I really am. But
Figment, can you clarify when you say he sucks? Are you talking about Punk or are you talking about Danny?
he's talking about Punk.
I assume in that sense you're talking about Punk for once. And I know that's me assuming, unfortunately.
Danny, would you say Punk screwed Punk?
Originally Punk, but now Danny.
But now, yeah, see?
Would I say Punk screwed Punk for the WWE run? I don't think so. I think the way he left and the reasons why he left were legitimate. I mean, I think him leaving is the reason Daniel Bryan got his giant push.
Oh, it
like
is.
that's what I'm saying. That's like he needed to leave for WWE to kind of move forward and to realize like how they fucked up. And then I kind of think that he needs to go to somewhere like AEW and be like, I kind of miss what WWE was doing, and hopefully like we can mend the fences, because as much as he wants to be like this, wild beast, he needs that kind of like contained energy to control it a little bit, because that's when he was at his best.
I don't agree with that. But, all right, I really don't. Because he was loose and more himself in AEW. He was just being him. And in WWE, you can't help it. You're gonna have to be a certain way in a certain
100%.
thing.
But to Sal's point, a lot of people started thinking he was even without the drama, just boring towards the end of his AEW run.
I don't think so.
But
I
he
don't.
just said it before.
All right, that's fine. He can say it.
But
he's entitled to that.
Oh no,
I just
I
don't
know
agree with
you
it.
don't think so, but
Yeah.
people, there were a large, IWC or whatever, people were saying that like he's
Well,
getting stale and
I
like
wasn't
he's
really
not
saying
changing it up.
Stale. I was more getting to the point of the pop. Like a lot of people seem to be citing
That happens with
the
everybody.
elite more, right? Maybe I'm crazy.
No, it happens with people all the time. Pops
Yeah.
go down and then degrade, and more you see them and they come out.
Yeah.
It's not a special anymore. But
Yeah. So over under 6 months, CM Punk champion.
what's November now?
6 months WrestleMania.
I don't know. I just made up a number.
Yeah, I think he'll.
6 months is WrestleMania. Yeah, no, I do think so. I think
I'll say yeah, but my gut says no.
I think he's Final Four in Rumble, and Kane pulls him off and eliminates him.
Then Cena comes out and fights at Mania and breaks Kane's all-time wrestling record.
By the way, just to pull back the curtain a little bit, we're still doing the Raw watch along. Technically, we're currently in the tag team turmoil, and I just want to say Juice has called the first hour entirely with Randy Orton starting, and then saying because it's going to be the hour no commercial, they're going to do the entire tag team turmoil, so they do the no commercial break.
It's a gift and a curse.
You know what? At least they're doing wrestling. I'm
For
surprised it's
sure.
not a commercial-free talkathon.
They'll find a way to
I'm
flash.
sure Michael Cole is saying a lot of stuff on commentary right now. We just have it on mute.
Yeah, down to
Yeah.
moves and movements.
Chop block.
Chop block, man, most devastating moves. 0%
0% surprise. Except for surprise. Oh no, he
No,
was.
not even survive. I'm numb to wrestling, man. It's over.
But you're back.
That's right. I'm back, baby.
But he's back.
Papa H.
Chop block.
Booker of the Year.
Oh, chop block.
Thank you.
I did read on Twitter that he's going to win Booker of the Year, surpassing Shawn Michaels for his Tuesday night All-Star show of NXT when he won Booker of the Year.
Oh man, so much for Tony, huh?
Oh god.
Tony's scared.
How did we feel about Survivor Series besides Punk? War Games, the middle of the matches.
Oh yeah, other wrestling happened.
Yeah, the rest of them. We had a 5-on-5 match.
That was all
Speaking of fives, thank you. We got 5 out of 5 subs. More subs, the better. Please, if you have a Prime
Who
account.
was the fifth? You shout him out.
I didn't get a name. Producer, do we have a name?
Was this Hoosiers? I think I saw Hoosiers was.
Oh, Hoosier was the last one?
Indiana Proud.
There we
Indiana
go.
Strong.
Hoosier made. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Let's go.
Second month in a row.
Rest in peace, Bob Knight.
Dang. But yeah, make sure you go to gaming.amazon.com, sync up your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account. You get a free sub. You can use that free sub towards us. We get monies. You get support and love from us, and maybe a hug next time you see us. Maybe. You get to pick which one of us, though. Just one. I said just one. Yeah. So Survivor Series. Otherwise, my only big gripe with the War Games matches. The wrong person pinned Bailey to win. Becky pinned Bailey. I don't think Becky needed to pin there. I think it should have been Shotzi, honestly. Give Shotzi that moment, that big pin victory, especially with our feud with Bailey months prior with the hair and everything. You could have done Bianca or Charlotte, but the better person would have been Shotzi. So that was my big note with that.
Really, the big Becky moment would have been just being able to team with Charlotte cohesively. Like, you didn't need her to give her the pin.
I think it's kind
That was the whole story.
I think it's kind of dumb that the two powerhouse teams won.
Which is why I changed my pick to Damage Control. I was like, you're not going to have both baby faces win. Maybe, like, the men are clearly going to win because of Randy. So, like, maybe they give the woman the rub. But they didn't.
You're in love with the microphone.
No,
No,
I'm in love with our fans. I'm in love with our fan base.
Scene arrangement.
I was giving them a little kiss.
All right.
A little, a little what's
I
up.
don't know what the hell's going on here. Gotta disinfect my microphone after this.
Moderator, get a little smack. Put it in there, a little bonk.
No, I mean, but I think the women's match was pretty good. The EO Sky spot, the EO spot with the trash can was pretty interesting.
Yeah, they redid the spot from NXT again.
Yeah,
it was fine. It worked out, but same spot.
Other than that, nothing like crazy, nothing special. I will say the one thing that you said that I thought was hilarious was Bianca Belair versus the chair.
Oh my god, that was so fucking dumb. Okay, all right. So thank you for. Oh god, how did I forget that? I suppressed it from my mind. Thanks for bringing that back.
You're welcome. Please,
Shit.
Please go.
Okay, so Bianca has her.
the match. That's right.
You know,
I forgot.
So Matt, you know how Bianca does? She does the hair whip, where she fucking hits people in the stomach and shit.
Yeah.
And then the other spot that people do when, like, I have a steel chair, you have a steel chair, and we keep hitting the steel chairs
She was doing it with her
to each other.
tail with the chair.
But right, like, so you have a chair, we keep hitting each other. So I think Bailey had a chair, and Bianca had her hair, and they were doing the fucking spot. And I was like, this is fucking dumb, man. Like, you're telling me her hair's holding up with the steel chair?
Have you seen the gashes her hair does to people?
Like,
Alright, bro.
that's fucking.
That is strong hair, bro.
That's dumb, man.
It's
Alright.
fake hair.
That is strong.
That was so
hair.
stupid, man.
Watch it.
God damn it.
Bro, he texted me that and I was crying. I was like, this is the dumbest spot. I agree with you. This is so ridiculous.
So stupid.
Miz and Gunther was a good match. I liked them. I thought it was, knowing who was going to win. They did a good story. The crowd was pretty hot for Miz, so that was nice to see. So Miz and Gunther was a good match. Ripley and Zoe Starks was a decent match. Nothing special.
I thought it was always Stark.
Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. I'm never gonna get them right.
Guys, Nick
Another good match, but nothing special, nothing to write home about. And then the Dragon Lee Santos Escobar match, I did not care about.
Not gonna lie, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you were better for it.
I don't support Lucha Libre.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, no, honestly,
better for it.
most of that middle hour was shit.
And then, and the men's war game match, I liked, honestly, until Orton got in, because like.
When the match actually started.
It was so generic. Like, he just went through the motions. Like, I feel like Orton didn't really wrestle. Boo, LWO for life.
Hold on. Freebird. I want you to name me one wrestler in the current LWO not named Rey Mysterio.
Or,
No. No, that's it. That's it. I'll give him any other name.
Without Googling it.
Yeah.
He's gonna go.
Yeah, yeah. Current.
You said current.
You don't get to do the fucking 90s whatever one. That one lasted for like 2 weeks, didn't it?
No, that was a little bit.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a little.
Yes, there's a current LWO, led by Rey Mysterio. It's currently in shambles.
Oh my god! All right,
so that answers that.
So yeah, I thought the Randy Orton stuff was just kind of just going through the
chairman
motions.
himself, LaFarca.
I thought that was Shane Spears.
No, that was Shane Spears.
Sean Spears.
So yeah, no, I mean the men's match was good. I didn't like Randy in the men's match, which was weird. I liked every other part of the men's match.
Yeah,
like
it worked fine.
the way it worked out, the way that the entrance went in, all made sense. I liked the Ripley, when Rhea came out with the briefcase, that was fun. We knew that wasn't gonna happen, but that was fun.
Could've.
Orton coming out, great. And then I don't know, Orton just felt like, I know he just came back from injury, so they probably didn't want to put him through.
Well, he didn't take any bumps.
That's what I'm saying. He just
Fine.
kind of went through it.
It was just to get him out there. That's all.
Yeah,
I think it served its purpose.
it was all right.
Yeah.
That was one part that put me down.
Well,
Right.
I guess we can take an ad break here. We're
Cool.
gonna take a little bit of time off, recollect ourselves post Punk. Even though he's still here.
We're gonna come back with AEW news after this.
Punkanda forever. Put him up. Put him up.
And welcome back. We are now done with CM Punk. We are done with Survivor Series. Are we done with WWE?
We're never done with Punk.
Yeah, or WWE.
It's still real to me.
All right.
All right. I think your breaking news is more breaking than mine.
So, really quick, pull back the curtain again. Before our show tonight, these two motherfuckers just started flooding the group chat and just be like, I got breaking news.
Hey.
I got breaking news. Oh, wait, I have another thing of breaking news. I don't have any fucking breaking news.
Listen.
So I've been waiting for the breaking news for like an hour. So can we give me some breaking news?
I like to keep our co-hosts, and our audience on the edge.
That's great.
And this is the kind of stuff we need. If we all know everything all the time, we're all gonna be sitting here like, oh yeah, that's cool.
I'm on the edge. Give me some
I'll go
news.
first.
All right, here you go. Let's break some news.
All right.
Jesus.
Breaking
So-
backs.
This is from Nat is Natty's number one stan.
Wow.
I gotta give credit where credit's due.
Naturally.
Fair.
It's because this has to do with Raw tonight.
Okay.
Sasha Banks is returning tonight.
Yeah,
Wow.
right.
That's the breaking
Wow.
news.
Jesus.
Okay.
This is what I waited for?
Well, that was my last one because I felt
That
bad
was-
for not having two.
That's fair. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
If-
That's not real.
That could be.
I-
You never know sources. Trust your sources. If you stand by your sources, that's good intel.
Okay.
If CM Punk's
So far,
first,
we're 0 for 1 on the breaking news. I apologize. Let's see what the next one
if
is.
CM Punk's first feud is with Sasha Banks, we're gonna need to move the night that we do these shows because I'm gonna need my Mondays.
We're going to be doing a lot of watch-alongs on Mondays.
I'm gonna need my Mondays. No, okay.
That did make me laugh though, because it's like you just brought Randy Orton back, you just brought
And now
CM
Sasha
Punk
Banks
back,
is going to be back.
and now all the fans online are like, so Sasha Banks is coming back tonight, right?
It's Snoop Dogg with a steel chair on CM Punk. Damn, Snoop Dogg and CM Punk going at it.
Shit.
That's a good.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's Sasha instead. He's writing a great feud.
Snoop Dogg turned heel.
Too bad Snoop Dogg's off the smoke.
Let me write this down.
So now Snoop Dogg is with CM Punk against Sasha Banks.
Yes.
Fuck. That's intense.
CM Punk smokes weed now. All right, you lost me.
Well,
I'm
now-
out.
I mean, that's over.
I'm out. You had
It's
me.
over.
You had me,
Like,
and you lost me.
Way to ruin it.
By the way, I liked the Titantron last
Fucking
night. If you guys didn't
How they
notice,
did all his like logos.
it was all of his past logos.
Mhm.
Like it wasn't just like
Yeah, it was dope.
one. So that's cool. All right. So was that your only one?
I have one more.
You have one more.
Yeah.
Let him go. Let him
Is this
go.
one real?
This is real.
Okay,
The
good.
fuck? That one was real.
Stop it.
That was
0
speculation.
for 1.
Maybe not tonight, but
That
I
was
can see her coming
speculation.
back.
0 for 1.
My second one is a bit of sad news.
Oh no.
Breaking news. Oh no. Bad news.
We're canceled.
The founding member of Jerry Lawler's Puppet Factory was sentenced to 17 years in jail today.
Ooh. Rough day.
Sable?
What?
Sunny.
Sunny. Why did I say Sable?
Sunny
Sunny.
days.
Sunny
And,
days.
Are behind her.
Yeah.
It's gonna get darker eventually. Well, I hope she gets a window view though. Like, at least look outside. Hey, listen, I thought she was dead like 3 months ago, so this is upgrade for me. Like, she's gonna get 2 hots in a cot. So, #blessed. No, seriously, I'm happy that she's at least gonna.
Why only 2 hots? Don't they get 3?
Oh yeah, 3, whatever.
That's
I
a
don't
fucked
even-
up prison if they only get 2. They
You
get
never
breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro.
Breakfast is cereal. It's cold.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, cold cereal. Thank you.
Fuck.
Thank you,
Fuck that.
producer.
Yeah, rough life. For
All right.
All right, now we'll go.
Yeah.
breaking
No,
news.
that is sad.
Breaking news.
Could be a sandwich.
Could be a sandwich. In a recently deleted tweet. What? Oh.
Figment.
Well,
It could be ham and cheese, a little cold cut.
I bet you hospital patients don't even get 2 hots.
Cold cut. They don't call them hot cuts, do they? Cold cuts. All right, moving on. In a recently deleted tweet, MJF has confirmed he has a torn labrum. He will be competing at World's End, but he got the MRI to confirm it. So we'll see how that goes, but could be story, could be real. But he posted it and deleted it really quick. Torn labrum. MJF. Thoughts? You gonna cry?
No, that does suck.
you gonna cry?
He's my favorite.
Little bitch.
All right, calm down.
Yeah. So that one's
Um,
real. I'm not joking.
No, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like it's fucked up to say. Cool that he's still wrestling for us. Like, cool that we get to still see him. Sucks that he's hurt.
If it's a good match.
Right? Like, I guess also though, if he's still wrestling, like he can't hurt it worse. It's already torn.
It's just funny that like
Everyone's getting hurt.
you assume he hurt it at Full Gear, and it's like they worked his legs so much.
Yeah.
Like the labrum.
Yeah.
Like what the? Maybe it wasn't in a match. Maybe it was just working out. You know, like when what was it Cody, right?
By the
Cody
way, I
was
saw
like that.
reports. You tell me because you're the report guy. Jay White, was he actually like mad about?
I don't believe that.
Right? Neither
I
do
can't believe that.
That's
man.
dumb to me.
People were like making it like Jay White's not happy in AEW
Because
now.
he lost to like a one-legged
Like,
MJF
come
or
on,
whatever.
like
No way.
I'm not
Okay.
buying that.
Cool.
I'm not buying. My sources tell me bullshit.
Right? That's what I thought too. My
Yeah.
first thought was Ringside News.
Believe
I
me,
hate them
bro.
anyway.
I don't. Yeah, fuck them.
No, that. So you wonder if that plays a part now because that's that's really gonna throw our main event.
I mean,
I
the,
think
It's,
that
up
might
in
speed
the
up the Devil storyline.
That's on thing also now.
I mean, the only thing I can
Do
think
they
of.
cost him the title at it, and then they send him off for a while?
Well,
They reveal themselves, and then he makes a triumphant return.
so I don't know if we spoke about this, but I did quietly read that he signed an extension, so the 2024
bidding war
is not really a thing anymore. So they could take the.
Is
belt
that
off of him.
confirmed?
No, but
Oh, no,
I'm
it's
just-
like,
I'm
it's
just
like
saying.
widely assumed.
Well, reputable sources are saying
MJF posted it then deleted it.
he posted a picture of him signing. He's like, oh, fuck.
Do you want to see the screenshot?
Yeah.
I kept it.
Natty Nat's -- stand posted it.
Friend of the show.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
I'm really mostly mainly worried about Final Battle at this point because
the
he's
Ring of
supposed
Honor
to
tag
defend the
team
tag
titles, yeah.
titles there, not official, but you would assume he's on the graphic for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, what happens if him and Cole
Cole.
can't defend? Like, why are they still champions?
Yeah.
So I can see the Kingdom beating him at Final Battle, or they do something. You can't take one belt off of him and not get the other, so they can't relinquish him of one. So yeah, I'm really curious how this next month or so goes. But yeah, I saw that. I was a little bummed out because that's like the one match you feel like he has to do over the next month.
You know what's
That's
funny?
what I'm
I
worried
didn't even
about.
think of them not. I didn't even because they don't do ROH enough. I don't think they would lose the belt on ROH, but why wouldn't they? That would make the most sense. Why would they lose on AEW? They should lose on ROH if they're gonna lose it.
Well, they should, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Anyway.
Maybe they'll do MJF and Cole find substitutes to fight for both of them.
Yeah, at that point you just gotta just relinquish the belts.
All right.
Just give it up.
My next piece of breaking news, effective today, immediately, QT Marshall has resigned from AEW.
Why?
He has quit.
Why?
Because he's going back to WWE.
Not like he was not like he was the best, but like at the same time, like
So here you go. I'm gonna read it to you.
oh.
Thank you, AEW. Thank you, Tony Khan. I've had the privilege of being here since day one, and I've written over 750 formats for AEW, and always with pride. As much as I've enjoyed being a VP, manager of talent relations, and wearing a myriad of hats, the company has changed a lot since 2019, and is heading in a different direction. And I feel that it is best I do the same, as we only get one chance to go all in. I have officially resigned from AEW and will have fulfilled all obligations by the end of 2023. Thank you to everyone from the front office to the production truck to some of the hardest working talent in the sport. Most importantly, thank you to those who booed, cheered, and took part in this season of my life.
That's interesting.
So yeah, I know it's just QT Marshall, but it's still someone from day one leaving.
But you know what's interesting about that? More so than his on-screen character is his behind-the-scenes character, and sounds like he was a big part of all the stuff behind the scenes. So
and
like
I
that
never-
is a big hit.
I never liked him in ring,
Neither did I.
but
I understood like
you know,
his importance to the company.
yeah, I didn't hate. I used to hate him in Ring of Honor. He grew on me
That's
enough.
funny.
Like I couldn't stand him because he came in at a point where Ring of Honor was changing too. Like it was going because they just got TVs, so they were evolving. I didn't like it with him on there. But yeah,
Interesting.
still thought I'd report that. Breaking news for all of you. That's all I got. Breaking news.
That's it?
Yeah, breaking
I
news.
thought you had
boys.
3.
No, you too.
2. So that brings up another point then that we were gonna save for the conversation for this, which someone brought up, which is AEW like
Dead.
dying? Is AEW on the way? Is AEW, what was it? Not the underdog anymore? I think that's what you like. That was a tweet you sent or something that like they can't play the underdog card. Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they are because, I think they don't want to be.
They
Yes.
are though.
Well, yeah, but they're changing so much of like presentation wise that they're almost trying to like they don't want to be seen as an underdog.
which is stupid.
They don't. That's what I'm saying. They may still be one to like
Yes.
most of the fans, and technically yes they are. But I think they're with a lot of the little things over the last year and a half. They're changing little things here and there where they want to be seen as an equal. And I don't know how much of that is Warner Brothers breathing down their neck. How much of it is Tony Khan with the money? I don't know what it is. Maybe I still think it's like Pat Buck and Jarrett and Jimmy Jacobs and all the people that worked at WWE coming over that only know that way.
And bring their
That are
ideas
like,
into
hey, it works there. Let's do this, and Tony's just letting them do it. And I think that's why we're getting what we're getting. And it creeps in every now and then, like with certain things that they do. So it's hard to see it
That makes sense.
it is changing. It is.
Oh, 100%.
And you need to change as a company, but I don't think it's fucking woe is end. Like, oh my god, we're going out of business. No, it's not that. They're fine money wise, but you look at.
I don't think
like
I don't think they're worse. Like,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. I don't think they're worse.
when it's worse isn't really the word to use. They're not as good. If that like is this, you know what I mean? Like it's not the same, but it's like they're still good. But if I'm going back to like what they were like
talent wise, they're better than how they started out, obviously, and they're better. I think talent wise, you can argue this is, assuming everyone's healthy, their best roster right now.
So WWE versus WCW is a competitor to WWE. Like, if you had to compare, or can you compare this to Monday Night Wars at all? Honestly, no, because with when they're on, like they don't go head to head, and whenever they do go head to head, it comes down to the network that they're on. Like WWE has more reach on Fox compared to AEW on TNT. So if they go head to head, Fox is naturally going to win that time slot no matter what. It's not fair. And if you did like USA and TNT, like when they did NXT and AEW, you saw how close it was. So unfortunately, that's what it comes down to there. But
yeah, same thing with the Monday Night Wars. It was a TNT, which was a huge network, and then it was USA on Monday night. So like they were splitting that all the time and stuff. Where like this is kind of like this is clearly the underdog company where WCW was able to throw just billions and billions of dollars and change their identity almost overnight. Like WCW became a powerhouse in like a month, and no one saw it coming. Just because all of a sudden it's like Eric was like, "Here, we can do all this," and Mall of America happened, and everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Like who? Like yeah, I never heard WCW before Mall of America. That shit was nuts.
Yeah, so either way, I really don't know what the fix is because they're not going to change the stage away from the screens. I mean, they're not going to get away from the new look at least for another year. They're going to keep that look at least till like the next like cycle of a year, like a season.
The only real change that they need to make that's gonna make any real difference is they need to get that backstage more structured. They need someone who can actually be a boss. Like Tony Khan can be the owner, and that's great. Hire a real manager back there that can get everyone in line and like pull their ideas together and be like, you know, an organization back there where not everyone's running wild and having fights and biting people and all this shit backstage.
Not getting anything out of me. My problems are the ones that I see. I mean, I see and I agree with, like women's division. Love of God, what are we doing? One segment, 15-minute block a week. Do more. They got the talent. They got to do more with the women. Tag team, trios, like those divisions are like.
There's just no story.
Not as like prominent as they should be, and everything doesn't need to be hot at once, but everything should have something turning.
See,
and a lot of things I'm tired of, like open challenges and like the battle royals and like easy fixes. Like get creative with your stories to get to a match.
I feel like the problem is that they're treating all their titles like boxing and stuff, where it's just like, all right, next competitor up. So we're having all these matches, open challenge. As long as the title's being defended, they're gonna argue that the title's prominent. Where it's like that's great, but the whole reason like the titles were so prominent, like Intercontinental title, all that stuff was because the story behind like those wins and those culminations, like Bret Hart, or I'm sorry, British Bulldog and Bret Hart at Wembley Stadium that was the main event. The Intercontinental Championship was the main event because that story was so freaking crazy and perfect. You know what I mean? Like all like you need a story behind some of these titles. the tag team titles just being defended each and every week against just the next one up. And at this point, they're making tag teams because instead of having a feud go 2 months, in those 2 months, you wrestled 8 different tag teams for the belts. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Remember the European title? I completely forgot it was a thing. Even the European title had stories. D'Lo Brown, freaking Kurt Angle, the Eurocontinental champions. Like, that was a great story. That was fun for them. People were defending it. Like, Shawn Michaels had it with the WWE Championship. Maybe not. I know he had it as a joke, but like, it still brought the belt up a little bit. Just annoying that they don't do more with it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
No.
I ranted. I'm done.
No, it's okay. Listen, this is what it's about. I mean, we're trying to give Tony the answers here. So hopefully you're listening and you take this advice and you put it into fruition. We're here to help you and support you because we know World's End is coming up. We want you to have the best show you can put on. So I think a good creative reset is needed. Like, I mean, like, the rankings are gone. Like, yeah, that's part of it. And I think that's a perfect segue into the rankings being back here on the Sharpshooters. Because yours truly
Producer rankings
has done the AEW rankings every week for the last month or so now. And this is just part of what's missing from what AEW was. Little
Agreed.
things like this. Like having the top 5 and using the rankings to tell your stories. So we'll bring that up here in a second. You guys can see what we have done. More Sheamus. Sorry, we moved on from the Sheamus portion of the show.
Sheamus is done.
Yeah, that was like
Goodbye, Sheamus.
a while back. So stand by. We're just getting our
Sorry, little technical difficulties.
We're getting our rankings up here for you guys to see, so we can discuss.
Speaking of the titles, real quick though,
Sure.
Like, everyone's saying how ridiculous, how everyone in AEW has a title, blah 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 blah. I never paid too much attention to that because WWE does the same shit too. They have a million titles as well. But this week it hit me the ridiculous of it when Hook, OC, and what's his face, Shibata won that trios match, and then they all went to the corner to collect their belts. I'm like, what is this? What's going on?
Yeah, but you know what? At least one of those titles isn't really real. I mean, the FTW one.
Yeah, Hook's title
It's
is
not really real.
And technically, Shibata doesn't really defend his title on AEW. He just not like I know.
Yeah,
Not a lot.
we'll get there. Don't worry, I have thoughts on that. But, oh, there we go. Our rankings are up,
Hey,
right above me. So,
I disagree with this one.
which one, is that the men's?
That's the men's. I know.
So we have the men's. No movement. I just took I put Brody and Hook in there at 4 and 5 for their wins this week. I thought Brody's win against Claudio's Eddie was huge. Great match.
That was a great match.
Hook, he got the win against Rocky. I also gave him a little bit of credit for the trios win. Maybe I shouldn't have, but 2 wins in 1 week. I gave him a little bit of weight
Good
there.
for the kid. Good for the kid.
You gave him double credit.
Well, yeah. And then, yeah, so for the trios, I put Hook, Shibata, and OC
Someone's
up
in
there
love with
too,
Hook, you know.
because that was the only trios match of the week. So there they move up.
Oh.
Congrats.
But we got trios titles.
Shooters
But no trios champions.
for the second
Yeah.
straight week. I love it.
Yeah, no claim. Look at you.
I love it.
For the women, I just flipped Sheeta and Sky, because Sky got a win in a triple threat. And that was the only other women's match this week, besides Stat getting a win at 1, and the Julia Hart defense, which she can't be put on there because she's champion.
Fair.
And then the tag titles, 1 and 2 stayed the same. I moved down the Guns, moved up the Kingdom, and I threw Matthews and Black on there for their win over Commander and Gravity.
Yep.
Very nice.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
And the trios.
Oh yeah, trios. I said they were the only trios match, and they got the win. So
Cool.
I put them at 2 because the other 3 haven't done anything in a while. Yeah, those are my AEW rankings, and I'm sticking to them. Tony, take a look. I'm here all week. I'll help you out.
This is pretty good.
I got a stat guy. Thank you.
No, yeah, I agree with them. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. We just got to see how the storylines kind of play out with all these.
I mean, my only one would say flip Joe and Swerve just to stay consistent because you have all the number 1 contenders as one.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Well, Stat's not a she's owed a title shot. Like, yeah.
And Joe didn't wrestle a match.
That's the thing. Like, Swerve's got some big wins lately.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Including this week with the Continental
I
Classic.
hear you,
He beat me.
but Joe has a title match on the books.
That's true. No, you're right. You're right. Well,
Yeah, but
well,
technically,
So to Swerve.
Maybe I want
Is he gonna
Swerve.
turn it?
Maybe I want Swerve to win the Continental Classic.
Listen,
Who knows?
you're not.
We'll see.
You're talking to the #1 Swerve podcast.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yes.
How
I'll
many
take
number
that.
ones are we?
Yeet.
We give you a lot.
At least 3, maybe 4.
Well, number 1 Rey Mysterio, number 1 Swerve, number 1 Fight Forever. That's all I got so far.
And Hogan and Roman.
Oh, God.
They're friends of the show.
Oh,
Classic.
We're definitely not their number 1
Friends of the
podcast,
show, by the
though.
way. If you guys want to see Hulk Hogan and Roman Reigns, former guest of the show, go on our YouTube. Check out our previous channels here at the link tree below. And you got all of our YouTubes there. You can see our interview with Roman Reigns. I think that was what, episode like 2 or 3? Early on. We got
That was
Roman.
episode 2.
We pulled
Real
Roman
quick.
really early.
Real quick.
And then Hogan, I actually pulled a one-on-one phone interview with Hogan while these two were away,
Yeah.
living their lives. And I played AEW Fight Forever.
This isn't false advertising.
It's not. Go watch it on YouTube. It's there. I promise. Okay. Moving on from the AEW rankings,
It's called Our First Guest.
I think we can go to your favorite segment of the week.
We're going to Who's the Devil?
Let's do it. Who's the devil?
Who's the devil?
Big
Whoa.
shakeups this week.
Whoa.
So,
okay.
notable name off the list.
Unfortunately, I had to take CM Punk off
Why?
Makes sense.
because I don't think he's running double duty.
Producer,
I don't know, man.
can you move our list a little down? Just so we see the
I don't know. I think CM Punk still has a shot.
Perfect.
Personally. Wow, what are these percentages?
So
All right.
Adam Cole, who was an overwhelming favorite, is now a slight favorite.
He's got the 52.
What do you mean a slight favorite? That's
Little
still
over 50.
overwhelming compared to everyone else.
He was like 85% last week.
Was he really?
Yeah.
It's true.
Jesus
True.
Christ.
I pay attention. I pay attention to the rankings. I'm with you. Okay.
So there's a couple things we had to go into for these rankings.
Let's dissect. Let's dissect.
So first with Cole, he took a big hit, but I still have him as the favorite because upon watching the film,
Mhm.
when the devil came on, it looked like he flipped a switch in his pocket.
Ooh, yes.
When the
yes.
lights came out, I don't know if you saw this.
He reached back.
He might have hit a button. He might have been reaching for a tic tac. I'm not sure
Jammed the signal. We
because the
don't know.
lights were out. So
He's
you don't
right.
know. He might have put the tic tac
I
in
did
his
see
mouth.
that, though.
Good call. Good call. Okay.
Jack Perry, big increase this week. If you go to Twitter, you'll see people showing his old segment, his old promos with MJF, saying, "Oh, you're a goody two shoe. You need to be bad if you want to succeed." People think maybe he's taking it to heart. Possibly, I don't know, but I was kind of convinced a little, so I bumped him up a little.
With the Balai, you said.
I have no comment on Jack Perry this time.
Britt Baker, that's a big jump for me. She was 1% last week. Now she's 10. She's been awfully quiet these
I was
days.
gonna say she's been MIA.
Awfully quiet these days. It's very possible she could be doing it.
And
With
and,
Cole.
and the devil looks slim.
Well,
The devil's a slim looking person.
so the devil laughed this week, and people said it sounded like Jack Perry's laugh.
Thanks, Danny. I mean,
It felt a little. What?
I
You
said the
said-
devil looks slim.
I said thanks,
Oh,
Danny.
thanks. Yeah, we'll get to that. There was a lot of dissection of the devil's laugh. A lot of people were syncing it up with Jack Perry's laugh. It sounded a little feminine to me, which gave me a little Britt Baker. But I think Jack Perry and Adam Cole could both have feminine laughs as well.
You know who else has
'Cause
a
there
feminine?
was a little T-Pain auto
fair.
tune to it.
That's fair. You know who else has a feminine laugh? You're 4%.
Well, I'd like to pull something up quick.
Oh, he's got evidence for this one.
Yeah. By the way, I've
This
noticed.
is the only one with evidence so far.
I've noticed that I'm pretty sure the last 3 weeks I've gone up 1%, like every week. Like I was 3% last week, now 4%. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You don't know what you're doing?
You put on the list.
You
By
know
the
what you're
way,
doing?
Chad,
That's
if you're
what the
here,
devil
if
is
you're
doing.
here, Chad, and you've seen along, let us know who you think the devil is.
Hold on
So-
1 second. We got some evidence right now.
So
No, let's move on.
No,
Let's
we're
see.
on.
All right.
So the first week when I put him on, he was 2%. He's right. He's been going up 1% because I don't have footage or anything to really link him
Nothing
to it.
concrete.
However, this weekend during Thanksgiving,
Busy time of the year. A lot of friends and loved ones.
someone said he had to go visit his family.
Yep.
Someone also mentioned that the airports in Chicago are beautiful this time of year, and it was very easy to get through.
Who was this?
This was Juicebox.
Oh.
He said, the same day that Dynamite was in Chicago, he mentioned how lovely the Chicago airport was.
It was beautiful.
Kind of sus.
I like the bean.
Isn't your family in Suffolk County?
They're in a Suffolk County.
Oh, not the Suffolk County.
Yeah.
I don't know is there a Suffolk County in Chicago?
Probably.
What were you doing? in
Chicago's a
Chicago?
very big
Hey,
place.
listen. This time of year, it's just about spending it with your loved ones. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be around the ones I loved and cared for. Show that I'm thankful. You eyeing me? Get out of here.
So I don't know. I'm still not.
Listen, and also, it was a really busy Saturday too. Like I had to go back and forth between AEW and WWE. I couldn't be two places at once, could I?
Could have been pre-taped.
Could have been.
And that was
Oh.
Wednesday, by the way. The Dynamite. In Chicago.
Yeah, man. Well,
So you could have been in 2 places at once.
all that being said,
And then others. I think others out. I think we got this narrowed down to these 4.
wait, what? Then why we got 1%? All right.
Well, you can't rule out others. There's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
But like,
You want their percent?
it's probably you.
You can give me whatever percent you want. Y'all gonna be in for a surprise come December 30th. Is all I'm saying.
All right.
Let's say it's sus. What's going on?
Yeah,
here,
no, I
man?
agree. Thank you, Gangrel.
Sorry, I want to be with my family.
So
Let's
AEW
get
talk.
on.
How do we like Continental Classic paying out so far?
I love it.
I love it.
Yep.
I think you guys were just having. You guys were shit on everything about AEW. I think this is a very creative thing.
Well, this is what they need.
It's
Oh no, I'm
very,
with you.
Who's you guys?
It's very Survivor Series on steroids to me.
Okay.
Not Survivor Series, King of the Ring on steroids.
Mhm.
Yes. Who's you guys? I haven't been shit on
He
AEW
means
at all.
just talking about the state of the company and it changing.
both
and
of you
being-
were
Oh,
saying-
today you mean?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
now.
Oh,
5 minutes ago.
I wasn't
with you.
shit. I wasn't shit on AEW. I was
I'm
shitting
with you.
on backstage and Tony Khan, but I love the on-screen product. I love.
I'm with you. No,
the matches and shit.
listen, this is what we want though. No interference. No fucking Jarrett
No, this
family
is great.
clan running around hitting everybody.
Yeah.
No freaking Alex Abrahantes out there.
The matches have been dope.
Well, he could come out.
Nah, no plus ones. Everyone's out there on their own. Hold on. The Devils, without a doubt, David Otunga, Wade Barrett, Heath Slater, and the GOAT Husky Harris. I'm talking, of course, of the original Nexus.
Freebird, way too soon, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
hold on.
Husky's dead.
yeah, Husky.
Freebird.
Like,
Can you name the other 3 members of the original Nexus without looking?
Current?
what?
Original, not current. Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's good. I think the right people got the wins.
Not right now.
That's fine. Not right now. It's okay. Yeah, and I think you need a shakeup. You need things like that where like a random person wins or gets a draw out of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
My only complaint so far with the tournament, and it's a very minor complaint, it was very chalky until the Brody King match.
Yeah, well,
Very chalky.
that's the
What do
thing.
you mean, chalky?
Like the
All
the people
all
you
the
thought
people
were gonna
thought
win were
won.
gonna win.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Like all the ones.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Like I'm
And
sure.
and for the most, that's not a bad thing, but like I get what you're saying. Like we're gonna, like I'm sure they're gonna mix it up in the next round of like in the next wave of stuff. Because you remember you have 2 guys who both won a match. I think in Moxley. Who's Moxley facing this week?
Did he fight last week?
No,
No,
who's he
he's
facing
facing
this
Lee.
week?
Mark. Oh no, he fought Mark.
He's facing Lethal, I think.
You're right. He's facing Lethal.
Right?
2 guys who won are gonna
Well,
face each
Swerve,
other.
well, Swerve is facing Jay
There we
White.
go.
I can
That's
see
the
that being.
one.
I can see that being.
That's gonna
a
be
draw.
that's gonna be a crazy good match.
I can see them making that a draw because
Yeah.
they've been pushing the draw rules so much.
Yep.
Oh, it's
There's
gonna
gonna be
happen.
draws, yeah.
Listen, that's the thing too. I don't know if you have. You've never watched a G1. You've
No, I
never
have
seen
not.
the G1 in New Japan, which is basically what this is, but a
Yeah.
little shorter version. This is what they do. Someone will get a random win that they shouldn't. Someone will get the draw and screw that person out of the
Yeah.
finals because of it. So they'll play all those strings, but I love it. This is great. This is exactly what
And they're doing
need.
top 4, like top 2 for
top
each.
2 from
Top two
each
from
each.
go
Yeah.
1-on-1, and then the winners of those 2
So
fight at
top
World's
4,
End.
yeah.
So,
I will say.
Do you know, by the way, really quick,
Yeah.
they've sold 6 of those 10. There's only 4 left of the $5,000 belts.
Well, yeah.
6 people have bought those $5,000
It's the
belts.
season.
It's fucking crazy.
well, no.
I will say though, with the tournament for me, Swerve or Jay White need to win this, or I riot.
I think it's gonna be Swerve. I
can
won't
see Jay White- I
mind.
can see Jay White.
I won't mind Brian Danielson.
I wouldn't mind Danielson. But
I don't mind if Danielson doesn't win. I just selfishly want him to be wrestling on the show.
I think he's gonna be wrestling on World's End regardless.
But yeah, no, well, if he loses in the final 4, he may not be. That's the thing. Especially with the New Japan match the next week at Wrestle Kingdom, they might give him time. So either way, I don't know if I'd want White to win, but I'm with you on Swerve winning it.
I wouldn't mind JY winning.
I wouldn't mind it either, but
Yeah.
I'd rather like if I'm
No, for sure. I think I want Swerve winning. The other one, who was the dark horse I said? Fuck. I need to look at the list again. Oh,
Okay.
I wouldn't mind like Garcia getting some crazy push, not winning, but like even making it to like maybe the finals or definitely Final Four. I think that would be dope for him.
Well, you took the words out of my mouth because I did write down. What did I write down? I wrote something down.
it's
I
somewhere.
took some kind of word out of it, but I don't know yet.
Sleeper for the CC, Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't.
And then
I don't think
he
he's
got,
gonna
as
win
soon as
it.
I wrote that down, he got pinned in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I delete that? No.
Shit. No, for sure. I don't think anyone on the blue side's gonna really win it. I think it's gonna be the gold side. I think it's like I said, either Swerve, Jay, or Danielson.
I'm with Juice still in his Final Four, even though he lost. I think Eddie Kingston sneaks in.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
I
gonna
think
be like
Kingston
he's
gets
gonna be
in
like
there.
the tough grinder. Like he just gets in somehow.
No, I agree.
miraculously To the Final
I just
Four.
feel because they're his belts. Like
Yeah.
his out has got to be like
And he already lost, so now he's up against
the
him.
Yeah.
only thing I can think they can do is he can be like right there, and
And just
his last match with Claudio,
It's like a draw.
and like a
something.
draw or
Yeah.
some way Claudio finds a way to make it where it fucks. Like that's what cost Eddie to
Yeah.
lose him.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can see it happening. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I have two more quick AEW notes and two more quick random notes to bring up. But Wheeler Yuta winning the ROH Pure title.
Bullshit.
He cheated.
I was so mad. It was such a garbage match.
There's so many. The match was good,
No. Meaning like
but there's a lot of things I don't like with it. So here's some things for you. I don't know if you guys know this. That was Wheeler Yuta's first singles win on AEW TV ever.
Cap.
He never won singles on AEW TV.
That's crazy.
Never. That was the first one, and they did it there. And
that's right, because the title. What's weird, the title wins weren't on AEW TV. I think the losses were on AEW TV because I remember watching them.
so Wheeler Yuta has not been on Ring of Honor since May. So he hasn't been even on Ring of Honor TV doing anything with Ring of Honor since May. So that's like 6 months.
Great.
And it's I just did not like him winning it.
It didn't make sense.
Because again, like a Ring of Honor match moment that should happen on Ring of Honor happens on AEW, and Final Battle's coming up in like 2 weeks. They'll probably do the rematch there, but it's just like, why don't you just wait and do it there? So it's just
Like, why don't you just build the story? Because honestly, he wasn't even doing a story with Shibata. He was doing a story with what was the title he wanted to go after?
with Tony Nese. And, oh, no, you're talking about Wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Hook.
Hook. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Like
the
the
thing.
story was Hook,
Well,
and then all of a sudden he gets a title match against Shibata out of nowhere, and
Well,
it's like,
and that's
wait,
the best part. This is on Ring of Honor.
fucking keep fighting Hook.
On Ring of Honor, they've been building up Josh Woods and Tony Nese to go after Shibata for weeks.
So stupid.
And like, it's just I'm at my last wits with Ring of Honor. Like I'm really,
Yeah, I don't understand what he's doing with it either.
like I'm gonna watch Final Battle because it's
No,
on.
you got boxed by Gangrel.
Yeah, I'll take the bonk. Hit me all you got. Respectfully. So Ring of
Shibata is a horny word.
so I'll watch Final Battle, but like I'm really at a point where because it's 2 weeks away, I don't know, one match on the show.
Yeah, it doesn't make. I agree with you. It doesn't make sense.
So that's whatever. That just
So,
bugged me.
I have a thing about the Ring of Honor Pure title, though.
Go for it.
You probably will disagree because you watch Ring of Honor,
Fair.
and I don't.
Go for it.
I think the Ring of Honor Pure title is an awesome title, and I love the special rules to it, and I think that should be the top title.
Mhm.
Get rid of the Ring of Honor World title when they do
Agreed.
the winner.
Probably gonna.
Get rid of it and
Yeah.
make the Ring of Honor Pure the main belt.
I mean, it's essentially gonna be.
Because I loved like you can only get 3 rope breaks. You can't punch closed fist. Like
Yeah, all the rules are really cool.
yeah.
It's dope. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, what else are you gonna do? So,
Any other last second notes we want to get in before commercial, and then we're gonna go to our game. As the main event.
All right, I have one
is
thing I
gonna be
really
so
wanted to get
yeah,
off my
yeah,
chest.
I'm with you. Lightning round. Let's go.
Why does it seem like every single storyline that Edge has been in the last year involves a concerto? I'm
Because-
even going back to WWE.
No, that's what
Yeah.
like. Got some bread and butter with it. It's too much.
Devastating move.
It's too much.
It's devastating, man.
It was cool that Luchasaurus got from the first one, but like
I
whatever.
don't mind it.
Like
It's
But
devastating.
even like with Beth Phoenix, like
Yeah.
why is it
Yeah.
him specifically with the concerto? Is that his
because
move?
that's
Yeah.
what he started in the Attitude Era. No, in the
That's his move. I thought it
not
was just like a
Attitude Era,
random
what's
thing.
that?
No, it's
Ruthless
the
Aggression
concerto.
Era.
Edge and Christian used
Yeah.
to. Edge and
Oh
Christian
yeah,
used to.
Attitude Era.
Well, it used to be Edge and Christian doing it like together.
Yeah.
And then they
It
changed
would be
to,
a
like, on the
concerto
ground.
like together, and then when they both went off on their singles, that's when they started doing it
Okay,
before.
see, shows
Yeah.
what I know.
So, and that match happening in 2 weeks, by the way, in Montreal.
I know, man.
So I'm hoping they run it back at World's
Me
End
too.
somehow.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't think they'll have a clean finish in Montreal. I think that's what's gonna be because it's gonna be their first match.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not gonna be the end of the story. Their first match.
I'm gonna go two
Good,
real
yeah.
quick.
Yeah, go.
I want Tony Khan to be scared for his life with Kevin Kelly, so he could push him back to WWE.
I wish.
Shout out to the Gangrel sign in the audience.
That's what I was gonna get at. Yep. We need Gangrel at World's End. We got Edge and Christian. We gotta get Gangrel. Unify them.
Let's
And-
bring him back.
One thing that made me pop was Big Bill naming every single person on the '96 Bulls roster.
Bro, that was so weird.
I
That
know,
was
I
so
feel like a lot of
weird.
people had no idea what he was talking about. But it
I
made me
knew
laugh.
exactly what he was talking about, but at the same time, like you're
Bill
doing it,
Wennington? I'm
but you're
like,
doing it
yeah.
on Collision when it's in Philadelphia. Clearly, they did it because Survivor Series was in Chicago, but it was just cracking me up. I was just like, oh my god, he's naming everyone. I was like, yeah.
Every
Oh,
single
another one.
person.
Oh, another. And then he named Bill Wallace too. I was just like, yo, let's go.
As someone who doesn't watch basketball, I was freaking there. I was like,
That was
I was like,
hilarious.
I don't get this. All right, we're going to
Stay
commercial.
tuned. We'll be right back.
See you in a minute.
And all I ever wanted was to feel love. And now I'm getting caught up in a free fall. And all I ever wanted was to feel love. And now I've gotten caught up in a free
All right. So real quick before we get into our main event of the crossover grid, Juicebox has 2 quick points.
Yeah, right. Ryback's a bitch. He said he was going to retire if Punk returned. Punk returned.
Goodbye,
then-
Ryback. I hope
But
you
then
retire.
Ryback immediately took back his retirement, a la Mad Dog Chris Russo, and
Material change.
yeah, he was like, "Oh, the retirement only counted if he returned to AEW, not WWE."
What a pussy
I swear to
bitch.
God, that's what he tweeted.
What a
So he
dumb bitch.
fucking backed out, and then he tweeted, "Oh, well, when I come back, my pop's gonna be double the size as Fragile Phil."
No one's
Like,
in
you are a fucking loser,
bro. No one's bringing you back. ever.
Ryback, not a friend of the show. Fuck off, man.
Never, ever.
All right. And then my last point, somebody asked Tony Khan this morning what he thought about CM Punk returning to WWE. Tony Khan responded, and I quote, "Can't talk about that, nor do I think it's the time or the place. I appreciate you asking, and I'm very excited about AEW All In at Wembley Stadium. Not to dodge or duck your question.
Wembley Stadium.
Not to dodge or duck your question. It's something I just can't legally talk about."
Fair.
So it makes me think
Lawsuit?
lawsuit going on
Interesting.
for wrongful termination.
Big surprise.
Rightfully
CM Punk
so.
got a lawsuit.
Rightfully so, in my opinion. That's all I have to say. We can move on now to the grid. What?
I'm like, rightfully so.
Yeah, wrongful termination.
I think he was scared for his life.
Oh, poor little baby.
Maybe he was threatening.
Kevin
Oh,
Kelly,
right. So,
Alright.
we have our crossover grid today.
Oh,
For those of you that have never played this, this seems like a good one for us.
game on.
For those of you that have never played this, this is where we try to think of what wrestler matches each box, and we try to think of how rare the answer is. Remember, just because it's a popular wrestler doesn't mean that it's going to get us a lot of points. The rarer, the better. We want to get below 5%, even below 2% would be dope. Anything under 10% is acceptable. Anything over 10%, I think we're going to be a little disappointed with. So let's see what we got here. We got on the top, ECW champion, Intercontinental champion, and they had to be on the roster for WrestleMania 26.
15.
Oh, 15. Jesus, that was 110. That's
15.
the black square. And then on the left side, we got WWE Hardcore Champion, WWE European Champion, and on the roster for WrestleMania 2000. Before we get started, what comment you trying to make? What's the problem?
We got Mr. European Champion Expert over here.
Hey, yo.
European Champion action.
Hey.
Let's go.
All right.
My favorite.
So can I
Yeah,
make,
get lucky typing, bro.
can I make my first pick?
Yeah, what's your first box you want to go after?
European champion, ECW champion.
European Champion ECW. What? That's my pick.
Okay,
No,
then go.
I'm only fucking with you. Click on that. Thank you.
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
He was European, right?
He was
He
European.
was
champion,
definitely- he was-
for sure.
All right, well, let's definitely do Henry, not Hendry. Yep.
For sure. Mark Henry.
Really?
What percent is that?
13.
Oof, a lot of people knew that answer.
Wow.
Ah,
Wow.
got him.
I think-
Got
I'll take
him.
13. I think it's good.
All right, 13 is not bad. I wonder what I would have thought of, but doesn't matter. European and Intercontinental. I mean, we got the two obvious ones. We got D'Lo and we got Kurt Angle, but those are gonna be probably high
I would say
answers.
D'Lo.
No, click on that. No, D'Lo's gonna be a high one.
You think
D'Lo,
so?
yeah, he's the first like Eurocontinental.
He'll be
He's
up there.
very known for it. You gotta think of people. I'm gonna say William Regal. I think that's gonna be not a high percentage.
He was an IC champ.
Yep. Producer, if you click on William Regal, top one. What percentage is that?
11.
Oof. Not happy about it.
Stankin'.
Not happy about it so far, ladies and gents.
You remembered someone with an accent.
I think
Um,
D'Lo would have been better.
I mean, we can restart this and you can put in D'Lo and see
whole
what
whole
happens.
board of D'Los. No.
All right, next one.
15. What about Boss Man for top right?
Boss Man for top right. He
He
was
was-
ECW champion?
No, top right.
Oh, top right.
Hardcore.
I'm sorry.
He fought on 15, right? I think. He
Yeah,
made
that was
15?
when he got hung.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice.
Well
That's a
done.
good one.
Blouses.
That's a good one. ECW champion and
Whoa.
WrestleMania 2000. Taz? Do you think Taz would be a high pick for that one?
Probably because
Sorry,
he.
which
I think he won that match.
Yeah, that was the triple threat, right? Or the six
No,
man?
that was the fucking
Six man.
the whole. No, that was like the 20 people battle royal, like the shitty end with the candy jar. Hardcore
That was
Ali.
WrestleMania 2000?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was a big battle royal for the hardcore title. That's right. That's
Yep,
right. That's right.
yep,
That's
yep.
right.
I mean, it'll be a right answer. I just don't know how rare it'll be. I think people will think of that because Taz was in the end of it.
Interesting.
And he'll factor in. Like, you're probably better off doing, like, Big Show there.
Big Show, Christian,
Or Christian.
Matt Hardy.
Yeah, any of those people.
Who do you want to go with out of those four? Who do you want to go with, Matt?
Christian.
Christian. Let's type in. Bottom left. Where are you?
I'm here. Go there.
There you go.
Christian.
Should be the first one. Nice. What
20.
Football
20%. Rough.
Why no picture? Dang.
Rough. All right. Hardcore Intercontinental. There's a couple pictures we can go there. Click on Hardcore Intercontinental. Middle. Yep.
The Rock.
The Rock. No. Rikishi. I want to go with Rikishi.
Was it Intercontinental Hardcore?
Didn't he win Hardcore? Wait, did he win
I
Hardcore?
don't think he did.
Shit.
I don't think so. It's not.
Kane?
Kane definitely did.
Mankind didn't win IC.
Cactus Jack.
No, he didn't win IC.
Dude,
Jeff and Rob Van Dam.
What about? Oh no, people were gonna do that. I was gonna say Hardcore Holly, but no.
Did he win IC?
I thought he did. Maybe he didn't.
Archers.
Nah, he won 24/7, not the Hardcore.
Rikishi's gonna annoy me. I want to go on the side here and type in Rikishi.
No.
No, just for Rikishi. That's not. I know that's not the one you want to pick.
Still no. you
I
look at
think
it.
Kane.
All right, you can write it in. If it's right. It's just I don't think it's gonna be that.
That's
rare.
what I'm saying. I don't know how rare it's gonna be. Producer, if you could click on search. First one.
13.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, Hardcore ECW. I mean, Raven's easy one.
Ooh, Raven's a good one.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a low though.
Let's see. Let's have in Raven. Top left.
Yeah.
What percent is that?
18.
Okay.
He gets a picture.
Right? He gets a weird
I
picture though
think that's
compared to
from,
everyone
I
else.
think that's
too.
from like Impact. No, that's not Impact. That's ECW.
European and WrestleMania 15.
Dean Malenko.
No, he wasn't,
D'Lo
there.
Brown?
He wasn't there yet. I don't know if D'Lo wrestled on 15.
Just on the roster. Remember, it doesn't have to wrestle.
Oh yeah.
D'Lo,
You can
Triple
write
H,
it. I still don't think it's gonna be that low.
Shawn Michaels,
X-Pac.
X-Pac. X-Pac might be a good one. Yeah, let's have an
Yeah,
X-Pac.
do X-Pac. Or Shane. Wasn't Shane European?
Shane was European. Shane.
Yeah, do Shane.
Shane's a good pick. First pick producer.
Let's go.
What is that?
15.
I'll take
Alright.
anything under 20, honestly. I know you said 10, but anything under 20 still looks good to me.
WrestleMania 2000 Intercontinental. A lot of picks we can do there. Just who do you think's the rarest?
When did the Warrior come back?
The Ultimate Warrior?
WrestleMania
It wasn't 2000.
12.
Yeah, it wasn't 15 or 2000 because I was watching at that point. Warrior was long gone.
All right, last two. Let's go.
The Rock.
For which one? Could be for both.
Intercontinental.
2000.
2000? All right, type it in. It's going to be a high one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause everyone's going to think about the main event. Yeah, 21.
Oh, that's not
Alright.
hitting his bar, bro.
Yeah.
You said 20%.
It's okay.
Way to fuck it
It's
up.
alright, Matt. 15 and 2000.
Val Venus?
Sable.
No, Sable wasn't there in 2000. Val was. You can do Val.
Yeah, let's have Val Venus.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. Wait a second. Producer, click the top one, please. No, he wasn't on the roster?
Wrong.
Wow.
Wrong. That's 100% worse than 20.
Wow, that's 100% worse than 20. Val Venus wasn't on the roster for WrestleMania 2000?
Maybe he wasn't for 15. He was definitely there in 01 with the
That's
right to
what I'm saying,
censor.
right?
The Rock. Taz would have been 44% on that bottom one.
I want to know about Rikishi.
You can look at him now.
Producer, do me a real quick favor. Can you
Refresh?
get out of this? Just X out of this.
Well, we can wrap.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
After.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Unfortunately, CM Punk did not join us, but next time we will come up with probably some more opinions next week after we see what he says tonight. And see where the story goes.
CM Punk is always with us in our heart.
Punk screwed Punk.
Wow. See you next week.
Bye. I can do the intro next time. Yeah.